Thank you. Adam Kruger, bring you into the conversation.
Yeah.
For many years, you were forecasting this very area.
Sure.
What makes it so challenging?
Yeah, I mean, people know I came here from Houston. Before that, it was 14 years I was in the Austin, San Antonio area forecasting in the Hill Country. I've been through deadly flood events in that area. There are so many challenges. I mean, we could talk a while about it, but I'll say in terms of just the weather, a lot of times this will happen at night like this did. Storms blow up late in the day from the heat of the day, and then they kind of linger through the night, and that's when you get into some of the worst of the flooding. It's common to happen at night. And then that, becomes difficult for the messaging. And usually the messaging is broad at first, and it kind of has to be, and then it gets more specific once you get into the scenario where you've got a lot of water coming down a specific river, but it happens very fast, right? So it's, you get maybe an hour or two heads up before it gets into that kind of situation. And then the way that the messaging is received from people. I mean, it is so common in that area to get flash flood warnings. And you kind of heard Governor Abbott there talk about, how are we to know that a flash flood warning means it's going to be a 30-foot rise. I mean, a lot of times a flash flood warning in those areas is more of an inconvenience than anything, and you kind of still go about your day somewhat. So it's just, it's so complex. There's so many layers to it. It's difficult, and obviously there's a lot of room for improvement in many regards.
When we think of the numbers who died, the numbers still missing, could you have imagined a tragedy of this scope?
No, and certainly not in modern day where you have, people are mostly aware of what's going on. We're all connected. We've got our phones, and I know cell service is an issue specifically in there in the Hill Country, but, those are the kind of numbers you might expect way, decades ago when weather information was not as obtainable and that kind of thing. So no, I remember in 2015 there was a big river flood there. I believe 13 deaths. It was around Memorial Day of 2015. But the numbers we're seeing here, one is heartbreaking, and then these numbers are just inconceivable.
A reminder of the power of water, which can be the deadliest thing of anything on the planet when it's really going.